Well, this was my first senior night too, as a head coach. So I had to make sure I thanked them properly for all the hard work they've given this program. And I told Malik and Trey when I got this job that I couldn't have two better seniors to start my career with than them. And I said it again to them tonight. Obviously, it was a blessing to get Cam to join us, his experience, his maturity, to go through what he's gone through. Probably deserved more minutes than he got, but when his name was called, he was ready and he answered. So I'm so proud of Cam. These seniors have done nothing but represent this university with great class, both on the floor and off. They're going to get their degrees. They're going to represent this university far greater off the floor than they ever did on. So I'm so proud of all of them. I told the team 2 weeks ago that we're the best team in this conference. And if you don't believe that, then you shouldn't step on the floor. And so we believe we're the best team in this conference. So we have to prove it every night we go out there. And I thought our kids did it tonight. They didn't look panicked. They didn't look out of sorts when Nevada made a run. They knew Nevada was a good team, but they were up for every challenge. And our defense is getting so much better right now that it's allowing us to miss a couple shots and still stay in the game. Our rebounding was great, you know, for such a physical team like they are. And our numbers, we've developed this bench all year to have it, and so it's great to have it right now. You know, Nevada plays their hearts out, but they have a short bench. You're only playing 6 or 7 guys, and we're going 9 and 10 deep, and that makes a difference. And hopefully that will really make a difference next week in Vegas when we get to the conference tournament, that we'll be able to keep fresh legs on the floor all the time, because everybody I put out there is contributing and helping the team to victories. So with that said, we're ready for Vegas. We would have been ready to play 4 games or 3. You know, it's about how you're playing, not how many. And so we're playing good basketball. So now we'll have Fresno, who's beaten us twice. That will give us a little extra motivation to look at both those games and find out what we can do better to maybe get them this time around. So we're excited for that opportunity. And I know one thing, the Aztec fans were great tonight, and they're always great in Vegas. And they will follow us there, and we will be well represented, and we will have as close to a home feel in the Thomas's MAC as any of these teams. The Aztec fans travel, and they'll travel to Vegas. And so together, we'll go in there, and we will find a way to try to win this Mountain West tournament.
Coach, you've said all year that your biggest focus was having your team play its best basketball in March at the end of the year, which obviously you're doing. How hard was it to sort of continue that message in this era? People want to look ahead and look at, you know, non-conference wins and where you are early in the conference season and to stay focused on that.
Yeah, we're not distracted at all because we're not on the bubble. We're not in the NCAA conversation. We know our path. It's winning 3 games in Vegas. So we don't sit there and look at other games and say, well, who won, who lost, are we on the bubble, are we last 4 in? We're not in unless we win 3 games. And so we're not distracted by all that other stuff. So this team is singularly focused on winning 3 games in Vegas. And I think you saw they're not a real emotional bunch up here. You know, they go to work, put their hard hat on, and they try to get better every day.
Talk a little bit more about Cam. He's kind of like Nolan in the sense that we don't get to see much of him, and we don't get to see like the type of person he is. Tonight we saw the type of player he is, but talk a little bit more about Cam.
Cam has the hardest job in the world. You know, he started the first 10 games or so, and then he went to the bench and his minutes dwindled. And Nolan played well, and Nolan played those minutes. And Nolan came in the first half today, but I think we can all see Cam played better today than Nolan. So Cam's minutes grew. And so that's the way it works. There's no entitlement in this program. If you're playing well, you'll be on the floor. And if you're not, we'll have someone in for you, and you'll get another opportunity the next game. But Cam was playing well, so his minutes grew, and he was invaluable on the floor tonight for us.
What was it? Is there something about the matchup there with Cam and he was able to root underneath and when they doubled Malik, had a really small guy on him because they're not a very big team?
Yeah, they tried to double Malik, and Cam did a good job wedging the backside. And it takes both of them. I mean, it takes Cam carving out that position, and it takes Malik having great vision and finding him to the point where they had to quit doubling, and then that allowed Malik to back down and score himself. So that was part of the plan today. We thought we could go inside and play inside out, and it worked. And then, you know, we also spent time in the game where we were small, and we just tried to spread the floor and ball screen and drive to the basket. So we played a couple different styles tonight, and they were both successful.
Talk about Caroline trying to stop him, how he kind of put the team on his back in the end. But
Yeah, Caroline's a monster. I mean, he's, to me, a first-team all-conference player, and if it wasn't for Martin, he'd be in the conversation for MVP of the conference. You know, basically, I know they talk about Hutchinson, and he's had a great year, but to me, it's a three-player race. It's Hutchinson, Caroline, and Martin. So he played like an MVP tonight. He was sensational. He plays so hard. When he's making the three, he's extra hard to guard. You know, sometimes you take a chance and give him some open threes and just hope he misses. Because if you've got to go out and guard him, then he drives around you. So he was a fantastic performance from him tonight. And we were very fortunate to come out of here with a win because they've got a very good team. It's very obvious to everybody.
What was the, you called the timeout, and Trey ended up hitting that about 19-footer right in front of the line. What was the play there? Was that just spread the floor and give to Trey, or did you have something else in mind?
That was spread the floor and give the ball to Trey. It was a high ball screen, and sometimes we set them, sometimes we slip them when we run up there, and then we leave right away so they don't switch. We give an angle, and I know I've said this on multiple occasions. This is what I've been waiting for Trey, to be in close games and give him the ball and let him make plays to win or lose games for us. So whether it's an assist, which he had a ton of again, or whether it's making the big shot, you know, that's when you miss that player for 8 games, it has an effect on your year. So we're grateful he's back. He's working himself into shape, and that bodes well for the Aztecs in Vegas.
Talk about, if you face Nevada again in the tournament, talk about containing Caroline and what steps will you take?
I don't even want to think about Nevada for another week. I want to think about Fresno, and I don't want to lose any sleep. Nevada's good, so I don't want to be worried about them right now. I'm going to put all my attention into Fresno. That's what the team will do. We won't think about another game with Fresno until it happens.
So what do you do now that Rooks has had, I mean, really played efficient minutes?
Well, if I'm a smart coach, I play him. So I'll be playing Cam. So, and then Nolan will be fighting for those minutes, and I'll play the best players. That's what they want from their coach. If you're playing well, they want to know they have a chance to get their minutes. And so Cameron played well enough and is deserving of minutes. And like I said, the hardest thing in basketball is when you're not getting minutes to be ready when your name is called. You know, you can go into the emotionally be down, and when your name's called, you're not ready because you're emotionally down. Cam's never been that way, and that's part of having a fifth-year senior and a mature kid in the program that when his name was called, he answered. So I'm very proud of Cam tonight.